Hi guys, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for Monday the 13th of July, going through until Sunday the 19th of July 2020. Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm going to give you a weekly forecast. I've had a look at what the planets are doing up in the sky, the relationships they form with one another, and what energy that creates for all of us. So this horoscope is for all signs of the zodiac, whether you're a Gemini, an Aries, or a Taurus. I'm going to give you a day-by-day rundown. The horoscope is based on UK time, so if you're elsewhere in the world, then take the time difference into account. Although don't get too hung up on the times. These energies, they kind of shift gradually. And also remember that Mercury, the communication planet, has gone direct. Mercury went direct on Sunday the 12th of July, and that means communication is going to be a lot easier, and it's going to be much harder to get the wrong end of the stick. So that, hooray, good news. Okay, so starting with Monday the 13th, we've got the moon going into Taurus at 5:35 in the evening. So the moon is in Aries for the majority of the day. The moon in Aries is all about let's go, let's make it happen, do it independently, you can. With it moving into Taurus at the end of the day, Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and creativity. So you feel much more at ease in that realm of things. So going out in nature, appreciating beautiful things, a nice meal, having financial success, being connected to another human being, all of those things are going to give you a great sense of pleasure. And they don't always. Sometimes you go for a walk and it's like, you know. On Monday, with the most sensitive part of who you are in Taurus, anything that gives you a sense of joy in a physical way like that. So let's say you're an artist and you're really in the zone when you create and things like that. You'll be able to have such a wonderful experience. Make use of it. So it's not just any old walk if you are inspired by nature. It's rediscovering the beauty of the planet. It can really be an experience that fills you with love in here. So the outside world showing you something that makes you glow inside, and that's not the case every day, as we all know. The Taurus moon then sextiles the communication planet Mercury in Cancer. And Cancer is a water sign, the sign of the crab. It's interested in family, in taking care of other people, being considerate, feeling your feelings, and taking action based on those feelings. With the moon sextiling Mercury in Cancer, your feelings and the way you want to express those are closely linked. So make sure that you don't dismiss your feelings as, oh, that's not important. Your feelings are really, really important on Monday, and they're not going to lead you astray. So let those feelings come up, consider them as valid. Your inner voice is really, really strong at the moment, and it wants to guide you in the right direction and in your next endeavors. So that is an absolute gift. It's interesting because in the daily tarot reading for Sunday the 12th, I also talked about your thoughts and your feelings being connected. So we're in a time where your feelings are really, really put on a pedestal, and it's really likely that you have a lot of positive feelings come up. Positive feelings cause you to take positive action, and like it attracts like here on planet Earth. So the more positivity you put out there, the more positivity you're likely to get back. On Tuesday the 14th of July, we have the Sun in Cancer opposing the lucky planet Jupiter in Capricorn. So the Sun, the center of our solar system, the luminary that's responsible for lighting up everything else, in the sign of Cancer. First of all, happy birthday, Cancers. It's interested in the things happening inside of you, and it's interested in the things happening in the domestic sphere of your life. So the focus is really on you and what you bring to the table and the frequency you're vibrating at, and it allows you to raise that with this opposition with Jupiter, because the lucky planet in Capricorn says if you make an effort and if you take practical action to make changes in the world and to get somewhere, you're really likely to achieve those goals. So if you're looking at yourself and you've been feeling isolated, or you're not particularly happy with the way things are in your relationships, or with the way you look, or your fitness regimen, or whatever it may be, taking any action to improve any of those circumstances is almost guaranteed to succeed, because Jupiter is going to breathe a lot of good luck into whatever area of your life you're working on, and you can affect real positive change on Tuesday. Mars is in Aries, so the male principle of ambition and drive and desire and being able to affect change, to build things independently, to create new goals, to overcome obstacles, is in the sign that it rules, Aries. So Mars is really empowered to go wherever it wants. The way that'll translate to you is that you suddenly find you have courage and drive and passion, where before things were a little bit less certain. And it conjuncts Chiron in Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer. It's in retrograde at the moment. So when it's in retrograde, it forces you to reflect on the things that have hurt you in the past. In Aries, you're now able to take action to adjust those things, with the combination of Mars and the Sun and Jupiter all playing an important role here on Tuesday. And Mars and Chiron then sit on the Taurus moon, which conjuncts the rebel planet Uranus, also in the earthy sign of Taurus. So Tuesday is really positive. Expect the unexpected, especially when it comes to finances and good fortune. A windfall, an inheritance, or a gift, all of those things may come up, and they will have positive effects for you as well as your whole family. So with the Cancer and Taurus energy, you do have control over your circumstances, and the control and the effort you make to alter your circumstances doesn't just affect you, it affects all of the people who are in contact with you and who come into contact with your frequency, with your vibration. Because you're bringing all this positive energy into the world, it'll be easier for other people to be positive as well and to make changes in their life. Because we're all connected, you're in a place where you're feeling much more in control of your life, and because of that you have a lot more time for it, in the sense of, okay, because I'm able to change these things, I'm going to make an effort here and I'm going to make those changes because they're going to pay off. Other people see that happening and they think, oh, okay, well, Greg has control of his life, that means I have control of my life as well. Even if you feel that's not always the case, no one does, it's easier to do something similar if you're inspired by someone else, or you just feel a positive energy from someone, support, love, admiration, whatever it may be. Those kind of energies really lift us up. They're the opposite of criticism. And ask yourself on Tuesday, how can I uplift myself? So don't just sit there and wait for the windfall and the good news to come in. Roll up your sleeves, make an effort, work on the things that you love and enjoy, and you'll really see positive things coming your way. Wednesday, the 15th of July, we have the Cancer Sun opposed to Pluto in Capricorn. So the Sun is still in Cancer. Pluto is about transformation and change, death and rebirth. In mythology, Pluto is Hades, the ruler of the underworld. And in the sign of Capricorn, it means that if you use your ability to control the physical world and you work with that, you're really able to affect even greater changes on Wednesday. So reading between the lines here, it means that you do have some success on Tuesday because you're able to start making changes. Either you do such great work that you build your way up to make huge changes on Wednesday, or you're so successful on Tuesday that your life has changed and you're responding to that. The Taurus moon trines Jupiter, Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn. Those three are outer planets. Jupiter is good luck and good fortune. Pluto is change, and Saturn is the emperor. It's about structure and security and having a foundation on which you can build your house. And Saturn rules Capricorn, so it's really, really happy in that placement. And it means that if you work towards change or you make an effort in any field of your life, you're able to make long-term positive changes because you're supported by the good luck of Jupiter, and the way you feel is very conducive to changing your own life and the life of people around you, either deliberately, so directly or indirectly. On Thursday, the 16th of July, the moon moves into Gemini at 20 minutes past 5 in the morning. So we've had the moon in Taurus for the first 3 days of the week. Taurus is the one sign of the zodiac that really has a lot of control over the physical world. So if there are things in your life that you do not like, your work, your routine, the way your environment looks, where you live, how you live, your body, how you feel in your own skin, all of that is up for discussion, and you have great potential to work with things that are really, really tangible and really seem to be outside of your control, but they aren't. By thinking differently, by loving yourself and other people, you effectively slash through some of these unspoken laws of the universe that people haven't named yet, and that connect all of us to each other, and you go straight past those and you go straight to the cure-all, which is love. By connecting with the energy of love, you raise your vibration, and you don't just treat the symptom, you treat the cause, the thing that has been holding you back. By being loving to yourself and to other people, and allowing for the unexpected to come into your life. Let's say you're someone who's really struggled with the lockdown and you've really felt isolated and things are predictable. The first 3 days of this week will restore that sense of faith in the universe, but also the sense that life can surprise you and anything could happen. Because whether you're 20 or 60 or 80, you've not experienced everything the world has to offer. And you may feel that the good times are over, or I know how this goes, I've been here before, or the worst, there is nothing new under the sun. No, don't say that. There are infinite amount of things under the sun that we have not seen yet, and we're relying on people like you to bring those things into the world and to make life better for all of us. So please, don't listen to the naysayers, to the haters, to the people like, oh, nothing will work. Yes, things will work. You do have power inside of you, and you can create any miraculous thing. Have faith. On Thursday, the moon moves into Gemini. So we're moving out of that earthiness into an air sign, and Gemini is all about the abstract and the new, and looking at different ways of innovating and different ways of doing things. It's letting go of control and turning to face the future that is yet unwritten. So you find it really easy to communicate with yourself and with other people from Thursday onwards. Add the sun in Cancer to that, and you really care about other people. And you really care about your own well-being. And that's so important, because that's the way to grow. That's the way you're going to get better at things. Not by saying, oh, you can't do this, and criticizing yourself. That will stop you in your tracks. By loving yourself and embracing yourself, that's the only way for you to achieve your maximum potential. So be on your side, please. You have to be on your side. You are your best friend. Don't ever speak to yourself in a way that is less than loving, that is critical. You've got other people for that, okay? Other people surely will do that. The one person who you have control over is you. The Gemini moon then conjuncts Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and romance in Gemini. And that is amazing, because Venus in Gemini is, I'm ready for love. I'm ready for the potential for love. I'm ready to love myself. I'm ready to love the world. I'm ready to control, alt, delete, and to love the world. I'm ready to start again and to embrace love for the first time, or the second time, or the 80th time, because this is a new love. The Gemini moon before I say that, what came to mind just then is a book that I Love You, The Purplist, or something like that. Parents love their children in different ways. So children always ask, do you love me or do you love Bobby the most? And a good parent isn't going to say, I love you the most. You're my favorite. A good parent is going to say, I love you like the color purple, and I love you like blue, and I love you like red. Because there's a different love for everybody, and there is an excess of love. You're never short of love. When you love someone, it's not like, I've only got a tenth in my bottle of love. Where am I going to get this from? There's always enough love. It's the one energy in the universe that is infinite. The air that we breathe may seem infinite, but there is a finite amount, even though we don't use all of it. The one thing that is infinite and that you can never ever exhaust is love. The moon in Gemini also forms a harmonious sextile with Mars, so the male principle, whereas Venus is the female principle. Love, female, love, male. And then Chiron, the wounded healer, in retrograde in Aries. So you're able to connect with that sense of yourself that says, what is it that I want? How can I make this happen for myself? If you're someone who struggles to assert yourself, if you find it difficult to push yourself into a situation, oh, I don't want to impose myself, or I don't want to offend anybody, the combo of Mars and Chiron in Gemini allow you to really suss the situation out so that you can take action comfortably in a way that makes you feel good, focused, and you're on the right track. So Thursday is all about love. It is a great day for love, and if you're looking for love, or if you're in love, if you are the head of a charity, or you're learning to love yourself, whatever love, whatever form, whatever type, it really doesn't matter. Love is everything. Love is heightened today, and the best thing is that the one thing that most people are looking for is romantic love. And if you do want romantic love, it's a great day to start a new romance, to start a new relationship, to start a new love affair. And I don't say that all the time. When Mercury is in retrograde or Venus is in retrograde, I say, be careful about new people coming into your life who seem like the one and who seem like, oh, these are all my answers come true, or these all my questions and answers given in one person, and this is the be all and end all, and then it doesn't work out. You don't have to worry about that. If it feels right, if you do feel like, wow, this is exciting and I can see myself pursuing this, trust that. You're in a good place to trust your own feelings. The universe is giving you genuine opportunities to be in love, to be loved, to fall in love, to use love in any way that it comes your way. So make sure you take advantage of that. And yeah, any way it shows up, accept it, even if it's not the way you imagined it to be. It may lead you down a road that you never expected. On Friday the 17th of July, we have the moon in Gemini sitting on top of Venus in Gemini. So the moon looking at new ways of being, sitting on top of love, and they square Neptune in Pisces. Venus is the personal planet of love and beauty. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. It's the outer planet of love and beauty. So it's not about personal love and personal relationships. It's about love on a global level. It's love for humanity, for the planet. And Neptune in Pisces has played a role in creating a sense of uncertainty and fear for the last couple of weeks and months. And the square between Venus and Neptune means that on Friday, you're no longer thinking, oh yeah, love is such an abstract thing, maybe great for other people, not for me, sitting alone in my apartment with no connection, no love, no friends, no nothing. And you stop thinking along those lines and you become very focused, because the universe is giving you a direction to go in, a very specific direction to go in. So a place or a person or a thing is going to show up in your life on Thursday, Friday, and you will say, this very specific person or thing is the direction I'm going in, and it immediately removes all that angst about what if love is possible and what if it's not possible. That all goes out the window, because you are now focused and devoted to this one thing or person or place that you do love. So Friday gives you more amazing opportunities for love. If you have given up on the idea of love and you're really over it and you're thinking, yeah, maybe good for other people, I urge you, please rethink that. I went to a meeting yesterday. Hallelujah. It was my first meeting in ages. I'd gone to a few Zoom meetings before that. But for me in person, it's really important because I work from home and I have human contact outside of my little place. It was so great just to be around other people. And I heard things which was so inspiring, you know, with people finding love over the internet in places that you'd never think were possible under normal circumstances. So be open to that. You don't have all the answers. You don't know what surprises the universe is going to bless you with. If you did, you wouldn't be here trying to figure it out on a day-by-day basis. So try and stay in the moment. Be open to new ideas. In the UK, we've got the pubs open and certain shops. So maybe you go into a shop or a pub to have a drink for lunch or a little bit of, yeah, a nice meal to treat yourself, and you just happen to lock eyes with someone across the room. You don't know what will happen. So really expect the unexpected, especially when it comes to love and romance. And also, what a great story to tell your children. We met during this time where things seemed to be really bleak, but for us personally, it was an awakening. Because a lot of people have struggled over the last few weeks and months, and it has been difficult, but a lot of other people have made their fortunes and have found new love and have had children, and we don't see that in the news. If you're someone who watches the news all the time, please remember it's a list of disasters that have happened. You don't get the list of miracles. Saturday the 18th of July, we have the moon going into Cancer at 2:25. So now the moon is going out of an air sign, which allows you to think on an abstract level and to focus on the new and the thing that's not been realized yet. And it goes into the water sign of Cancer. The moon and the sun are now both in Cancer. So both of the luminaries that light up our planet, our universe, are in the nurturing sign of Cancer. And the moon rules Cancer, so it couldn't be any happier than in the placement it's in. And Saturday is a day I would call an emotional homecoming. You just know yourself, you know what the inner landscape is like. And by the way, if the inner landscape, imagine your inner world being a garden inside your chest here. Have a look at what that looks like. Is it a beautiful garden with a pool or a pond and beautiful flowers? Or is it an urban kind of landscape of fear? Just have a look within, because on Saturday you'll have time and the presence of mind to do that kind of inner work. And if it isn't positive in here, then turn the next page and replace it with a garden or a landscape that you love and adore. Remember, what goes on in here is going to be manifested in the real world. The law of attraction. And that's why we need to make sure our vibration stays high and positive, so that we can manifest positive things in our lives. The Cancer moon also conjuncts Mercury, the communication planet, in Cancer. So the sun's in Cancer, the moon's in Cancer, and the communication planet is in Cancer, and they're all urging you to take care of yourself, to love yourself, and to love other people. With this placement, communication from the other side is going to be easy and potentially life-changing. So ask yourself, what resources are you not making use of? Because all the answers are available to you now. Learn to meditate, visit a psychic, whether it's in person or online, depending on where you live. Try automatic writing. That's where you say, universe, hit it, I'm ready, and you just write what you get. Try using tarot cards. Personally, I adore tarot cards. All of these amazing, fabulous divination systems are designed to give you clarity and insight. And if you have found that impossible to do in the past because you just haven't felt that you get the right answers, or that you can believe the messages you're getting, oh, I'm just making this up, no, all of that stuff, you're going to be far more tuned into your real self, your higher self, on Saturday, then you are tuned into your ego, your lower self. Trust your feelings, trust your insights, and find answers to questions you've had for a long time. If there's certain things that are not working in your life, if you feel like you're not living your best life when it comes to your work or your love life or the way you feel in your body, look within yourself and ask, what is it that I'm missing here? What is it that is blocking me from my highest good? What is it that's not working? You will get the answers. That energy is extended and it continues on Sunday the 19th. We have the Cancer moon still sitting on top of Mercury in Cancer. So the communication planet and the way you feel are linked, and they have this really close relationship. So again, your feelings and your thoughts are linked, same way they were on Sunday the 12th. So the whole week, if a feeling comes up, a really powerful feeling that causes you to stop and think and say, hey, what's that about? Please don't dismiss that. It's an answer to a fundamental problem that you've got in your life, and that can be resolved this week. The Cancer moon also trines Neptune in Pisces, and it opposes the good luck planet Jupiter in Capricorn. So it's at odds with Jupiter. It says, do I work and do I just focus on the physical or how I feel? And Neptune says, listen to what the outer world says. Don't just listen to yourself. So the best way to make use of this is to first realize on Sunday that your antennas are pinging all over the place, that you are the central information hub, and that the information comes through you, and that yes, other people may say certain things, but ultimately at the end of the day, it is your feeling, it's your heart, it is your sense of, yes, that is valuable, that is not valuable. That's what matters. Not other people's values, not other people's opinions, yours. And that's difficult for some people, because some people say, well, I'm just trying to fit in and do the best I can. If I have these super bossy ideas and feelings, I'm going to alienate other people around me. No. Anything you come up with, anything that presents as an answer and a solution to your problem over the weekend of the 18th, 19th of July is a workable solution that is going to bring more love into your life. It is not going to bring more alienation or isolation into your life. Guaranteed. Because you have information going through you, the answers continue to come easily. So ask yourself more questions, right? What doesn't work in my life? What do I need to resolve? What, where, and who makes you happy? Not your sister. Who makes you happy? What if your whole family disapprove of someone who makes you laugh hysterically within 1 minute of being with them? Don't let go of that person. They don't bring laughter and joy to everyone else in your life. They bring laughter and joy to you. So hang on to that person and trust your own guidance. You can trust your feelings. It's an amazing week. I hope you have a wonderful time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, it says book your reading. You can click on that to order a reading with me. In my personal readings, I use astrology. I use other divination tools. I use the tarot. I use numerology. And I also listen to my intuition, which is the most important. And that allows me to answer any questions you have. So if you're not clear about your life purpose, the ideal career for you, if you're questioning where you should be living, what's going on with you financially and in your romantic life, if anything's not working, why isn't that working? And if you struggle to get the answers, then of course enlist help. That's what this week is about as well. It's enlisting help and checking the answers you receive with your own feelings. And if they resonate and make sense, yes. If they don't, dismiss them, okay? It's something that has to make sense for you. Again, not for other people, but for you. So if you would like to speak to me, then do get in touch via the website, gregoryscott.com. I may have some really good news about the Gregory Scott Tarot as well. I think we may even be getting some early, so as soon as I know anything, I will let you know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. Share the video online and hit the subscribe button to join us here on the channel. I hope you've enjoyed this horoscope. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll speak to you next week.